Alright guys, welcome back to Soai. So today we are going to get right into it. I'm already here. I'm at the DeKalb food market. I was here not too long ago. I don't know how I didn't see this place. But anyway, we are here at Harlem Seafood and Soul. And you guys know, eventually I want to do a seafood and soul series where I learn a lot more about what soul food actually is. Now, I just checked on the menu not too long ago and I think they have my nemesis, something I've been trying to like for a very long time, which is grits. So they have fish and grits, shrimp and grits. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger on that today. I'm gonna take it slow. So they have an extensive menu here. Key factors, I realize a lot of people in the US do not mess with gluten, so they fry their foods gluten-free oil. So that's a good thing for those who are gluten intolerant. And yeah, now, I know some of you might see content on this place and everything seems active and lively. It's real life. It's not always going to be like that. Right now, it's 11:27 in the morning. I'm the only one here at the moment. They just opened up. So I'm probably going to be the very first order. So I'm knowing that the food's going to be fresh. What I see right in front of me that's exciting me is mac and cheese. I think people from the South definitely make a good mac and cheese, and I believe this one is made with gouda. Am I right? It's gouda, right? Gouda cheese. Is it smoked? Bro, you hear that? Smoked gouda. So I'm thinking of getting a Poboy. I'm gonna get like a Poboy shrimp, something of that sort, and definitely gonna get some of that mac and cheese and some iced tea. Yo, I need help with this, right? What's the difference between iced tea and sweet tea? Or the same thing? They're basically the same thing. Okay.
Sometimes iced tea don't come like as sweet as sweet tea. It depends on how you make it.
Okay, cool. So basically the same thing, but usually iced tea potentially can be less sweeter than sweet tea. That makes sense. So I need to swing you guys in on a little history. So one of my first po' boy sandwiches was in the US. I think it was about back in Florida, and I absolutely loved it. But do you know what a po' boy is? Do you know what it actually means? It actually stands for poor boy. But with the accent, you say po' boy. Yo, the more you learn about food. All right, let me put this order in. All right, so for me, I am getting, what am I getting? I want to get a po' boy with the jumbo shrimp, and I want a side order of that mac and cheese with gouda, and of course sweet tea. I like my sweet. Yeah. I ain't gonna try the grits, bro. That's crazy. Like, you like it?
Me personally, I really don't like grits.
Yeah.
But I heard they are good.
I'm glad. I thought every American loved grits. No. Okay. All right. Cool. How much is that?
34.8.
34.8. Oh, tap to pay. Just do that. All right, so you guys see, I pay for my food most of the times. I believe it gives you, I don't know, I think it gives your food reviews a lot more authenticity because no one wants to pay for something and say that they like it when they don't. So my order came up to about $34. Yeah, I think it might be a pretty fair price. What do you guys think? Drop in the comments and educate me on that. But yeah, I'm super excited to try this poor boy and also this gouda mac and cheese. So there is the receipt. So the shrimp po' boy is like 17 bucks. The cider mac and cheese is like 10, and the sweet tea is $4. You know what's funny? Someone said the other day on one of my friends' videos, they said that I don't support Black American businesses and they don't feel me because of that. And I find with on social media, I mean, it's such a strange place. You know, you guys are seeing me through the camera, some of you don't know me personally. And I find that people are very quick to jump to certain assumptions. Now, here's the thing. I'm currently working on a series where I'm checking out 100 Jamaican/Caribbean inspired restaurants. And the reason why I do that series is because the foods there, I know a lot more about it. And I think it's the best way to jump feet first into American cuisine. Now here, I don't know much about Southern cuisine, and I don't think it's fair for me to go on to reviews and do videos and say, oh, this food is bad, and I don't understand about it. So this is why I take my time. I'm gradually going to these places to learn more about the food and culture, do my research, and understand more. And then that's when you're gonna see me doing a lot more Black-owned businesses. I think my food videos have always been about everybody. It's inclusive. If you reach out to me or your family member reaches out to me and says, hey, I want to be on a video, we got a restaurant, we got a spot, whether you're black, brown, white, square, fat, or round, I will pull up once your food looks enticing. So let's state the obvious. So Harlem Seafood and Soul is not in Harlem, but it used to be in Harlem when they had a mobile food truck. And the name still resonates really well because Harlem is pretty much one of the soul food capitals in the entirety of the United States. Once you think about Harlem, seafood and soul is what you're gonna be thinking about. All right, so I think my Poboy, this looks good, yes. Thank you. That's what's up. This is what's up. Ooh, that smells good. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Cornbread comes with it? Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. All right, I must say my food looks good. Immediately, I was smelling that shrimp, and I was just like, yo, this smells like shrimp. It smells very soul foody. All right, yo, and shout out to my boy. Got a nice complimentary cornbread. I love cornbread. Let's hope this one is a good one. Growing up, I used to watch movies like Cornbread or Soul Food, the movie, and I was just like, yo, the way they spoke about cornbread is crazy. And even during high school too. I went to a boarding school and we would have cornbread at least once per week. So, all right, let's get into the controversial topic of what is sweet tea versus what is iced tea. All right. This one I can definitely taste fresh lemons in there. Lemons, like fresh lemon and not concentrate, has this, it's weird to say, it has a natural taste, especially when it's really ripe or when it's going a little bit bad. You can taste those natural notes, and this one definitely tastes that. The sweetness level on it is good. I usually say, y'all Americans make y'all teas really sweet. This one, perfect. The next thing I'm gonna try is gonna be the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, you'd have thought was invented in the US, but it's not. To be fair, like the origins are not quite certain. It's stemming mostly towards like Italy and Europe, but it became heavily popularized in the US thanks to mans like Thomas Jefferson. But we know it's the African chefs, the Southern people, that probably took this thing to its peak level. All right, let's go. I can't lie, this is good. I keep saying it. People always say Jamaicans can't make mac and cheese, or Caribbean people in general, but I think this does a lot with keeping a very simple dish, simple, but still extending on its simplicity. So this is not overly cheesy because it's a mac and cheese. The cheese shouldn't come first. It shouldn't be cheese and mac. Light note of smokiness. The seasonings are not overpowering. And the macaroni is cooked al dente, cooked properly. This is a nice mac and cheese. Will I tell you it's the best in the US? I honestly don't know. It's the best in New York? Definitely don't know that. But will you be displeased if you have this mac and cheese? Hell nah, this is good. I also like that it's not too oily. I've seen people make mac and cheese. I don't know if it's the quality of the cheese, but when you pull it, it's like a bunch of this grease from the cheese. This one has a nice glisten, nice shine, not too oily, very balanced. All right, on to the Poboy. the name gets me every single time. Now, the only thing I think is missing, maybe sometimes they would have a little bit of pickle on it, and it's usually done with a French crust bread, but that's back in the day. Now, this dish looks very simple. It looks like a po' boy. It seems like something where you don't have much ingredients, but you're making the most out of it, and that's what I'm getting from this sandwich here. Very simple, again, very basic. Let's see how good it is. My only concern though, would you consider this to be a jumbo shrimp? For me, this is more like a large. Drop in the comments. Sometimes when I eat food, I try to go back in time and try to visualize like what the people might have been experiencing then, or what this food might have meant for them, you know, in that experience. And what I'm getting from it, it definitely feels like a po' boy sandwich. It feels very classic. The only thing I would say, I wish I could feel like a lot more shrimp into every bite. I think if it was like more of a, like the jumbo shrimp would have gotten me a little bit more. Add some tartar sauce. The shrimp's flavor is refreshing. It's not overly seasoned. You can still taste the shrimp. It has this, I don't know if it's the oil that gives it something. It just really tastes southern. It tastes like something that is southern, and I like that. So the only difference with this than a classic po' boy is that it's not done on a French crust bread, as far as I can see here. That usually gives you the experience of the outer part of the bread being thin and crispy, while the inside of the bread is, you know, pillowy, soft, airy, light. And that just works really well with a juicier shrimp and, you know, crispy shrimp. But this, on a whole, it's a nice, refreshing soul food sandwich, which I really enjoy. What kind of bread is this? Is it hoagie? Hoagie? Yeah, done on a hoagie bun. That's popular here in the US. And I'm certain the French crust bread would be really hard to produce and probably more expensive. What's your favorite thing to get here?
I'm very simple. I'd like to get the shrimp and chips.
Shrimp and chips. Yeah. Final bites. Question. Y'all got butter for this? Y'all have butter? No? All right, cool, no problem. Already, this is shaping up to look like a nice cornbread. I know, there's a bunch of people that like it different ways. Some people like crispy edges and all that stuff. I don't even know what I like. From as good as good. The only thing this needs is milk. Give me some milk. I drink milk with desserts in general, but this one is nice. Yeah, and I do know what I like. I like when my cornbread is not too dry. I hate a dry cornbread. I like when it's nice and moist. The edges, just like this one, can be a little bit crispy for me, but I just don't want my cornbread to be dry or too dense. This one is perfect. It's spot on. And usually cornbread has these miniature grits that are inside. I like them, but I like that this one is not too many of those grits on the inside. It's a nice balance of it, so you could taste the cornmeal, you could feel that corn crackle under your teeth. It's a really nice experience for me. Yeah, this cornbread for me is a 10. It needs nothing else, not even the butter. All right, that was a pretty decent experience. For those who like numbers on the foods, I would say the po' boy was somewhere around like a 8. It's a pretty good sandwich. Loved the experience. The customer service was good. The dude there was really, really helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you guys love videos like these, drop it in the comments. Drop a like on the video. And if if you think about it, do hit a subscribe. I would appreciate that. And if you know any good soul food spots in the city, feel free to drop a recommendation so I can go check it out for you guys. All right, remember, she things, love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep your link.
Take me back where I belong. I want it all.